Today, rebranding a massive organization is almost invisible. A few keystrokes, an updated database, and the change propagates instantly. But executing a find and replace operation across a physical territory of over 60 million people in 1950 required a massive manual effort. The transformation began when the colonial United Provinces was legally renamed Uttar Pradesh on January 24th of that year. This memorandum, issued by Chief Secretary Sri Bhagwan Sahai on February 6th, served as the operational blueprint for making that name change a reality. The administration had to update the state's identity across a sprawling bureaucracy while ensuring the newly independent government didn't waste its limited budget on fresh printing costs. Major political shifts rely entirely on these types of heavily constrained analog logistics to function. The legal authority for the change rested on the Government of India Act of 1935, which allowed the Governor-General to alter state names. As the memo notes, the old colonial name officially expired the moment the order was published in the Gazette of India Extraordinary on January 24th. This created an immediate paradox. The law had changed overnight, but the physical environment of the state, the signs, stamps, and stationery, still reflected a name that no longer existed. A legal decree is functionally useless until the administrative bureaucracy physically adopts and enforces the new terms in daily operations. The first instruction was one of pure thrift. Existing paper was not to be discarded. Instead, clerks were to erase the old name and insert the new one by typewriter or by hand. This required thousands of state employees across the region to spend their days manually overwriting the state's identity on every form they touched. For the massive stockpiles of unused forms held by the superintendent of printing, the memo provided distinct orders. The superintendent was to obliterate and overprint the new name, but only if it could be done without any appreciable extra expenditure. The order extended to harder assets as well, demanding that all official seals, badges, insignia, and public signboards be physically modified to carry the new name. This obsessive focus on salvaging old materials reflects the extreme resource scarcity faced by a nation that had just gained its independence. Updating local offices was only the beginning. For the new name to be legitimate, it had to be recognized across the country's entire infrastructure. The distribution list at the bottom of the memo shows the order moving past politicians to the functional operators of the national network. Copies were dispatched to the Postmaster General, the Surveyor General of India, and the military area headquarters. The list specifically includes 4 massive railway networks, ensuring the new name was updated on transport routes reaching as far as Calcutta and Bombay. Synchronizing these infrastructure nodes was the only way to make the state's new identity functional for travel, mail, and defense. Over the following months, thousands of clerks and workers carried out this analog find and replace operation across massive geographical distances. Every handwritten correction physically removed a title chosen by the British Crown and replaced it with one selected by the people of India. This memo synchronized the state's physical reality with its new status as a sovereign republic, finalizing these details just days before the first Republic Day celebrations. It is a reminder that historical shifts are not just achieved through grand speeches, but through thousands of tedious, localized chores. The modern republic was built on these meticulous acts of manual labor, literally erasing the colonial past to write in the new future.